Hi Pisces, this is Marishi, your my channel Shaloka. I'm using my slow tarot deck to see what messages or what guidance is coming through for the rest of the month of September 2019. I've already pulled out 3 sets of cards. In the first set, we've got the Chariot as the first card, 2 of Wands, very determined energy, Balance card in reverse. Okay. Even behind the deck is the Emperor in reverse. I want to say you are in a situation where things, when I broke the deck, there is another card, which is the Hangman in reverse. Just to show this deck, I wanted to, break the deck. It showed me the Hangman in reverse. 3 cards which speak the same thing. Unbalance. Okay, the balance is in reverse. Hangman is literally when in reverse, people can't think straight. Okay, and the Emperor in reverse, somebody who's losing his shit. Okay, who can't think straight. Things are, he's not having the grasp of the situation. Emperor is somebody who can rule over the whole entire nation, but here he's in reverse. He can't think straight. Things seems to be slipping out of his hands. Okay, he's not having a grasp over the situation anymore. Very imbalanced energy. But yet, with the first card as the Chariot, you're very determined. Okay? You are focused, also with all this energy going around. You are determined to get out of it. How you get out of it is a different story. We'll get back to that later. But you are determined to move forward. Okay? You're determined to move forward. And you're making some kind of decisions how it needs to be. 2 of Wands is all about manifesting. When you look at this guy, okay, in this card, he has a map in front of him. He's an architect. Okay, he's using a compass to make precise decisions. Okay, he's measured everything to the decimals. It can't be more or it can't be less. It has to be precise. This person is an architect of his own life. It cannot be a so-so outcome. It has to be the exact, precise outcome which he has already sketched out. He might have made a blueprint of how things has to be, how it needs to be, how the process needs to be. It will be a step-by-step process. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Outcome. You cannot jump the loops. You cannot jump it. You have to go in order. That's how precise this person is into achieving what he wants. I said all this because this is how determined you are to get what you want. Even this girl who's on this bike, okay, she has a torch in one of her hands. This bike is not the best vehicle out there. Okay, the sun is already setting, hence she needs a torch in the darkness. She's well prepared. She has a compass hanging on her neck. We have GPS on our cars. She needs some kind of direction, okay, so that she doesn't get lost. Again, she's well prepared. She's determined, she's focused, she's not going to, wait for the night to be over and, wait for the morning to start over again. No, she's not, she might have packed her lunch as well, or dinner, or whatever. She doesn't want to stop anywhere. She is focused to reach somewhere. She will reach there without any hiccups. That's how determined both of them are right now. Okay, this is all about future. moving forward. What it is all about is there is an imbalance. Okay? With the temperance in reverse, things are tilting to one side. Okay? And they are determined to put the scales back in the same ratio. Okay? There has to be a balance. Things has to come back into sync again. Only then can the emperor have his grasp over things, which seems to be going out of hand. I don't know what the situation is about. You would know. So much imbalance. There might have been a stagnancy which is going on, like things are not even moving. That is why the chariot has come through. At least in the next few weeks, you are determined to get out of this stagnancy which has tied you down and which is stopping you from, any kind of progress. Eight of Swords, tied down. You can actually get out of the state if you want. I would say you might have sat or been hanging on this tree for some time, not doing anything about it, because it got a little convenient. Because this person is actually playing with that kind of thread which they do in the hand. It's like when we were kids, my brother used to do that, and I have to put the finger in. Children still play with it, with the thread. It's in a zigzag manner. I don't know why I'm going with this. Okay, anyways, it's like, what did I say? This person got pretty much comfortable hanging in there. Because that thing is a time pass. He's passing his time by trying to distract himself or trying to keep himself entertained. That's what I was trying to say. I was wondering why am I even speaking about this. So he got comfortable being in the situation where things are unbalanced, but yet not doing anything about it. If he wanted, he could get out of the situation which is holding him down. The rope behind his back is not all that tight. Just a flick of his hand with a little effort, he could break that. His eyes it's just a tiny rope which is loose as well. Okay? His eyes are blindfolded. Once he gets this little tiny rope out of his hand, okay, the thread which is holding his hand together, he breaks them. He can actually remove the blindfold. And whatever the swords which is around him, it's just namesake. It's just namesake. It is not an actual prison or anything. It is all up here. What I want to say with this card is, it is all up here. He's not actually tied down. He can get out of the situation long ago, but he did not try. It's like, with the card behind that, the Five Swords, it's like he's leaving it up to the fate. Like, this is meant to happen, so I cannot do anything about it, so I'm just going to let it be. That kind of energy. You were comfortable. It was convenient to just let it be. But now, with the Eight of Swords, you're just breaking the barriers. Whatever is stopping you, you're just breaking it down. At least up here, you started to think it's not even worth it. Now, you need to do something about it. With the Page of Cups, it's almost like things are, you feel like there is no potential in making things work. Okay? You don't see the potential, that's why you were not doing anything about it. You didn't see the tiniest of hope that things will work out. You didn't see the potential. That is why you were stuck in this situation for too long. Subconsciously, you were like, even if I try, nothing will work. Why even bother? That kind of energy. This is regards to a relationship, finally. Two of Cups. This is regards to a relationship which is broken down, which is separated. Seems like everything which you had has drained out. The cup has drained out. There is nothing much to offer. Or the other person has nothing to offer, even if you try. I want to say, for some of you, there might be a third party with the Three of Cups energy, okay? There might be a reason for this Two of Cups to be in reverse. And the reason why you think there might not be a chance for you to get back together, okay? To get back to where it was together. Because somebody else might have crawled in between the two of you. That is why you weren't budging. Because you thought, if there is somebody else already, then what is my chances to get back? They have already moved on. You see where I'm going with this? That is a reason why you were just not doing anything about it. But yet, in the beginning of the reading, you are very much determined to do something about it. How much ever fucked up the situation is, you're determined to get what you want. There is a precision about the approach you're going to make to get what you want. Determination. The first two cards which I spoke about. This is the past energy. So we're just explaining why you're doing this, why these three cards came up, and this is your situation. Although it should be the other way around, but we're just having some fun. Okay? So, this is what, okay, in reverse. So it showed me with the Hangman, everything is imbalanced, but yet you determined, at least in the month of September, rest of the, or maybe it will move on to October as well, okay, because you're planning this. Four of Swords in your third set, Three of Wands, 12 minutes, okay. Balance again in reverse, oh my good lord. Again, fourth card, out of balance. Did I even mention this earlier? When I showed you the Temperance and the Hangman and the Emperor? This is the fourth card which shows me the imbalance in your situation. Things which has, the scales is tilted. There is no balance in this situation. Anyways, coming back. Four of Swords, it is a very vulnerable situation, but yet you are protecting yourself somehow or the other. This lady who is, laying down at the shore is trying to rest, okay? Although she doesn't have much to, lay her back comfortably. She's put her scarf up to protect herself from the sun, okay? So it's not a very cozy picture, okay? It seems to be somebody who's resting in this journey, okay? Taking a breather, because it's going to be a little tough with all the imbalance which they're pushing out. 4 damn cards which talks about the same thing. You might try, but the chance of you getting anywhere seems to be, at least in your eyes, you cannot see the destination you want to reach. This is 3 people, okay, going on a trek. One of the girls in the center is pointing at somewhere, okay, pointing her hand somewhere. So she is saying This is where we need to go. Let's do it. It's almost like I want to say you don't have the support of the other people around you. Nobody is supporting you in this journey of yours. Like I said, everything is out of balance around you. Nobody wants to support you. It might be like I said, a third party just creeped in while you were away, while you were separated. And the chances for you to get back together is next to nil. That is why everybody is making you back off, saying, no, don't even go there. You'll make a fool of yourself. What are you thinking? Yeah? I don't see much support for you. That is why you're out in the sun by yourself. You have to protect yourself. You can't depend on others. With the balance, there is no balance in this, okay? This is capped for the rest of the month. I don't know the story after that. What happens to it? That is suspense. Okay? This is what is your story? This is how it's going to be. A little messed up, but somebody who's way too determined to get what they want or what is theirs. However, things seem like it is next to impossible. You're determined. The emperor wants his throne back. Okay, the emperor wants his power back. Okay, maybe he wants his queen back. It's almost like the emperor wants to say, put things out to the queen. The approach might be to make the person know what they actually mean to this person. It's almost like confessing, because otherwise he feels he will be unhappy for the rest of his life if he doesn't do this. You always say, you might think it will never work out, but if you didn't try, 40 years from now, you will wonder, what if I tried? What if I had the chance? What if she came back to me? But it will be all about what if. You would never know the answer. But here, if you do what needs to be done, even if it seems like everything might not end well, as you expected, but you will have your answer at least 40 years from now. You could at least think about it and say, I tried. I did what I could. It was not meant to be. But if you never try, you will never know. And you will sit and wonder. You will always wonder. And it would be a struggle to just think about it. It will be a struggle to think about it, what it could have been with this Four of Cups in reverse, what it could have been. If you did not gamble, the Seven of Coins is in reverse. If you did not gamble, okay, by going out there with whatever you have to see if this would work or not. This is a gamble card for me with the Seven of Coins. A person who is gambling, not knowing what is the opponent's next move, because somebody is hiding something. Okay, the opponent is hiding a card behind, so you are unaware of the next move, yet you're willing to try. It is a gamble with fate. It could have two sides. You know, if you flick a coin, it could be heads or tails. So if you don't try flicking the coin, how would you know which one is going to fall? Is it in your favor or not? Transition from the death card. Death card is all about transitioning. Yeah? Resurrecting the dead as well. Moving on from the past. transitioning, transforming something which is dead. Okay? For that, people might not be supporting you because it is a tower energy. It is like a house of cards, which, you know, if one a wrong move, it will break everything down to the ground. People might say it is not the best approach, but for you, it is the right approach. You need to do this, okay? You need to shake things up if that is what you got to do. Yeah? You're unsure. You're unsure of your next step with the Seven of Wands, but yet you're determined. Again, a determination card. You're unsure what needs to be done, but yet you're trying. You're hanging in there. You're calculating your next step on this ladder. Shaky ladder, it's a rope ladder, but yet you're determined to be the fool in this, to taking the leap. I think I'll stop there. I'm not going to look at the next card because it's going to be a longer reading than I expected. Okay, stopping there. Fool card. You might seem like a fool to the others, but then sometimes in life you have to be the fool, to explore life, to know what is out there. It's much more fun like that. You might break a leg, you might not get what you want, but what if that few seconds of joy, that few seconds of, few hours you take to, that determination to get what you want, that, that vigor inside you, that fire inside you to, the excitement which comes up with making a plan. What if it fails? It doesn't matter. The consequences are not all that important right now. Like I said with the Nine of Cups, 40, 60 years from now, you will think about it and you will be like, oh well, I tried. You might be telling your grandchildren, if I never did that, if I never tried that stunt on your grandmother, you would never be here. We hear these stories from people we know. I'm not mentioning the people, but yeah. So, it is you who paints the story of your life. Okay? It's not worth hanging in there for too long, not knowing what can happen, what might happen if you give it a shot. I'll stop here. This is Marishi, you're my channel Triloka. Until next week, bye.